advice, quality advice to the president to make it like going through time. The cost of living is high. The president should reverse this threat, this situation. However, the president is saying that I would need your help. I need you to work with me to get Nigeria to the point where we all will be proud. And so my conversation is really simple today. I want to know, would you be willing? I mean, and like he said, the Supreme Court has put an end to all the shenanigans. Those were his words. To all the innuendos, all of those, the president is this, the president is that, the president did not win, the president is not my president. All of those innuendos. He said, all of that is over. Now is time for governance. The next hour, you and I will talk about unity government, the possibility, with so many angles to that conversation. But for this hour, I want to talk to citizens, and you are one of them. You're one of the citizenry. And I really would love to know this clarion call by the president. Now, you may not like the Supreme Court judgment, like, one of the lawyers of the Labour Party was saying on national TV. See, you may not like the judgment, of course. Some of you are pained by the judgment, but the Supreme Court has got the finality characteristic attached to it. So you can't do anything about it. So we've come to the point of finality concerning the 2023 elections. And then the question is, would you be willing to have a positive outlook as to your view of Nigeria? Now, the president said, a victory of this nature is more hard work and dedication. I am appealing to the sense of patriotism of Nigerians to have a change of mindset. Let us be positive about our country and be ready to contribute in all ways possible. There is no promise of El Dorado from day one. We are all in this boat of diversity, a member of the same family, living in the same house but staying in different rooms. And it is important that we recognize that we have no other country but this one. So we better be committed to it, not for the sake of our own self-aggrandizement, but our commitment to the values, the creed of dedication and patriotism of this country. It is extremely important that we have a change of mindset for the sake of our country, not for us, but for the sake of our children and grandchildren and the inheritors of tomorrow. Now, I've always said that I don't have the money to leave this country. And even if I had, I love my country so much that I would prefer that my country works than leave. I mean, it has to come to the point where there is no hope at all before I will then think of, leaving the country. And that's my view. That is my perspective. And I'm hoping, as you already know, that we can have a conversation for development, because that's what every time I try to, pick conversations or structure conversations that you and I will have on the show, I always look out for conversations that will help develop our immediate locality or the macro locality so that we can be better off. So there is a call, there is, and he said, irrespective of the divide, he said, yes, in this boat of diversity. So it could be a political diversity, it could be a religious diversity, it could be ethnic diversity, whichever. We can all work together, right? Is it possible? I'm asking. So would you be willing to answer to call to serve Nigeria, to help bring to a reality, to a manifestation, the potential? See, we laugh about these things. We use sarcasm when we talk these things. I mean, what do I mean? We talk things like Nigeria is the second most prayerful country in the world. We laugh. We have one of the biggest auditorium, or we have some of the biggest auditoriums. I'm talking about religious auditoriums in Nigeria. So we are a faith-based nation, irrespective of whatever faith you belong to. However, where is the work? Where is the toiling? Where is the the activities to ensure that the faith that we have released, the prayer that we have made, can become a manifestation. And irrespective, whether you belong to Labour Party, APC National or APC River State, PDP National or PDP River State, whether you belong to APM or whatever party you belong to, can we see Nigeria as our own country, before any other thing? So what do you make of the president's call? For me, I work for the media, so I can take sides, so whether the president calls or he doesn't call, my job saddles me with the responsibility to ensure that I seek the development of my country. So whether it's holding the government accountable or whether it's holding the citizenry accountable or institutions of government accountable, I am very much, game. I'm very much there. But then the conversation is about you today. Would you heed the call of the president? Remember, we're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH. And we active on X, Nigeria Info PH. WhatsApp number 0809 030 6416. It's time for me to start taking your contributions. Would you heed the call of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? And like you heard him say not too long ago, the Supreme Court judgment has put an end to the shenanigans, has put an end to the innuendos. It's time for national development. Are you on board, or do you still think, how you think, for those of you who are, major critics of the government? I'd like to hear from you. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Let's take a listen once again to the president.
The judgment of the Supreme Court put a stop to shenanigans, put a stop to innuendos, put a stop to lies or trial in the media and public place. The court has demonstrated in this visible commitment to rule of law and humanity, and their commitment to do justice for all Nigerians, regardless of ethnic, religious, or any other biases. So we use the strength of our diversity to build a stronger and prosperous Nigeria.
I've got Ezekiel. Ezekiel is calling from Ubimini. Ezekiel, welcome on the show.
Good afternoon, Father.
Yeah, good afternoon. What's on your mind?
Yes, again, Ojon, I'm calling from Ubimini.
All right, let's hear you then.
You see, this is the high time for us to keep all our hatchets and move the country forward. That is supposed to that needs more hands to be there in the progressive of our country, especially this political time. The time of politics has come and gone. The legal or tribunal issues has also come and gone. That was why I said yesterday that let them take their decision today and let the masses breathe. And I hope every hope now has been directed to where everybody was insinuating. So I think that this is the time we need to focus and make our country better.
All right, then. All right, thank you very much, Ezekiel. I've got Zion from Jari. Zion, greetings to you. Welcome on the show. Are you heard into the president's call? Yeah, greetings to you.
This concept has been a political euphoria characterized by the winner to lure the people. The question is this: if you ask them to come work with you, are you coming to give them appointments? I would say they will not receive the appointment.
No, he's saying positive outlook. Look, a lot of Nigerians are not thinking about Nigeria in a positive light. So if you go on social media, a lot of people say, Nigeria this, Nigeria that.
All you need to do is to promulgate policies. All you need to do is to promulgate ideas. All you need to do is to formulate theories that they have no choice to discuss and feed development. You're calling them, come, let's work together. It's like you are muzzling them against their wish. You are now being elected as their leader politically. You have the onus to prove that yes, your policies are people oriented. When you roll out your policy, then you have the formulators. They are the ones who see your policies and say, yes, we can adapt to this. Let us open this. Look at the issue of the subsidy. They have seen the problem of the subsidy. You should go back to work and think of ameliorating the pain of fixing the effect of the after subsidy. But not calling people come.
All right, then Zion. All right, so Zion. So you say the call is not necessary for you. You say. Thank you, Ilumba from Artillery. Welcome.
I greet you, Salada.
You're welcome.
They call, come and join me. I rule Nigeria. My brother, when I see this call, if it is government that the Nigerians elected, you need to call them. They will know that it's the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. You don't even need to call them.
Ilumba, you're going.
I saw in this case yesterday.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's because we have a tradition whereby people commit impunity, and when they go to court and they get away with it, and we think it's a normal thing. As this particular ethnic war that take place, they call election, happened, the court didn't see anything wrong with it. Who knows how you're going to be the next one? Maybe I'm not going to come. Me, myself, I might not come. Because I go down to them my house, and my person no match me legs. Because I knew.
So wait, Ilumba, wait, pause now. Are you saying you don't want to see the country grow and become, like other developed countries? Is that what you're saying?
One thing I know there is this.
No, it's a yes or a no answer. It's a yes or a no answer. No, I asked you a question. Do you want to see the country develop like other developed nations? Do you want to see it like that?
Exactly. That's what we are going.
No, it's a yes or a no. You can explain what you want to explain, but I want to know yes or no.
I would like it develop. That's why we are fighting. If any morning good, any morning war, they good, nobody will go in the evening again. So what I'm saying is this. Now you are one. Now they have given you the mandate. Or you prove yourself that you are capable.
Okay. But would you that's the question. That's what we're talking about. So would you want to work with him while he's proven himself capable? Would you want to do that? Would you want to hit the call name?
If that man said have used this 6 months or 4 months when Thursday make life difficult, many people could have forget what that transpired in that election. But all the things you are talking about must have been seasoned.
Okay.
Because people are expecting him to, as an elder who have been here all these years. Everybody expect, but we can see the kind of pain that people are going through.
All right then. All right. Thank you very much. I've got to go. I've got Young from HA. Young, welcome on the show. What is on your mind?
Thank you, Kalada. Can you hear me?
I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
So grateful that the whole tussle has come and gone, and finally the Supreme Court has finally given us our leader, Ahmed Tinubu.
Sorry, Young.
It's a very good thing that
sorry, I did not look at the clock. It's time for a commercial break.
Forever in our hearts, with tears in our eyes, but in total submission to the will of God Almighty, we
Dakuru Batabo 92.3 Nigeria info is getting heated up here in the studio. Is getting heated up actually, and we're talking about the president's call to serve the country Nigeria, and he's calling on all Nigerians, every Nigerian, to come and join in the growth or the development of our country. And he's saying enough of the innuendos, enough of the political shenanigans. Don't take my word for it. Take a listen to what he had to say.
The judgment of the Supreme Court put a stop to shenanigans, put a stop to innuendos, put a stop to lies or trial in the media and public place. The court has demonstrated indivisible commitment to rule of law and humanity, and their commitment to do justice for all Nigerians, regardless of ethnic, religious, or any other biases. So we use the strength of our diversity to build a stronger and prosperous Nigeria.
Okay, so you had it. Use the strength of our diversity to build a stronger Nigeria. Let's see, what do we have on WhatsApp? Let's see. This one says, one of the biggest evil that is eating and destroying the good of Nigeria has been unpatriotic actions and behavior at all fronts, in politics, in media, at religious centers, markets, offices, etc. The PEPT and the Supreme Court relied on our operating laws on every point they made in their respective judgments. Sadly, Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi could not provide reasonable evidence to back the claims that they were making on media and social media. But Atiku and Peter Obi and the supporters should now realize that they have been riding on emotions, and yes, it is time for them to submit to the development of Nigeria, as President Tinubu called. Okay. That touched on what we're about to talk about. That's the 5 o'clock hour. Emifiaga with that one, but thank you nonetheless. Okay. I seem to have this call from the UK going by the number. It's a UK number, so I'm going to see if I can take the call, and let's have a conversation for development. Hello, yep. Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking to with Femi from London.
All right, Femi from London. Femi, it's good to have you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to say that for the president to say enough of the innuendo and the lies and more lies, he's a politician. He should know that's not going to stop.
Okay.
That's part of politics, part of democracy. That's just part of it. That's just part of the game. And for his own side, Nigerians already want Nigeria to grow. They are desperate, very desperate. What they want to see from the government is action. Cut government spending. When I mean the ostentatious spending. Recently the Senate is buying cars from abroad. All these costs, people want to see it disappear so that they can have belief. And then when they start to feel actions of government, the people will respond. But at the moment, people are crying. I'm just hearing them saying, I have to trek half my distance and pay half my distance because of inflation.
Okay.
All that is affecting the people.
Femi, you are in London, you have said. In London, I hear the elections, the elections are next year, the general elections, for who becomes Prime Minister. And there's also that very sharp political divide. You've got the Labour Party, you've got all the other parties. And yet, despite the differences, the common goal is we want development. We want to ensure that our society grows and does better, and the people therein enjoy it. And the people there also know this, and they make sacrifices. I do hear there is inflation in the UK. I do hear some of the things that are characterizing our economy in Nigeria, also characterizing the economy of the UK. So, but the people have a mindset of UK should work.
Yeah, that's Nigeria also have that same mindset. We all do have that mindset. It's what we see. You would not see the UK politicians say they're going to buy expensive cars. That is way beyond their salary. The salary of the UK MPs here is 100 and something thousand.
Oh wow!
100 and something thousand. The Prime Minister is 120,000 pounds. The MPs is like 80 to 100,000 pounds. You will not see them saying they want to buy a car worth £50,000. It just doesn't happen. So the people, the MPs here, they live like human beings, like fellow human beings. There's no extra things following them around like they're kings and all that kind of stuff. So people, I can talk to my MP, I can go to his office and talk to him. Nigerians cannot talk to their own politicians. So their politicians are on a high horse somewhere else. What the people want to see basically is action. They want to see action. Action is what is going to convince the people that, we're already supporting Nigeria anyway. Yeah. So actually, they just want action. They want their suffering to reduce.
All right.
That's what they want. They want to. I want to hear Tinubu say, "Oh, this is what my plans for electricity. This is my plans for the petroleum industry," and implement it. Not just talk. Okay. Not just talk. They want to see action and it's implemented. They want to see reduction in corruption, ostentatious spending. All we are seeing now is we don't see anything that will give us confidence. We need confidence from the government.
All right, then.
President Tinubu said he will hit the ground running. We are not seeing that.
You're not seeing the ground. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
I've
got to let you go now. But Femi, thank you for your contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for listening to me. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's get to hear from you. Emeka is calling from Owerri. Emeka, welcome. What is on your mind, please?
That man took the word from my mouth.
Okay. Okay. So should I let you go sit? Okay.
The government of the day is still doing as if. Are they still campaigning? So, see, I want to give one thing to Obasanjo. Anybody like it or not. When Obasanjo came in 1999, coming from military background after the damage to society, this man came in, he brought the best hand for the job. Minister of Finance, Minister of Bank. Today, do you know that 1999, you can't keep your money in the bank. Anything can happen to it tomorrow. But this man sanitized, restructured bank in the way that today all of us are putting our money in the bank. And 99% safe. Obasanjo coming, he restructured the bank. Even insurance companies, today they are making their money. Before now, you don't insure. Nobody knows about insurance. This man, I don't want to go to a comment. Obasanjo did wonderfully well. Immediately he came into, even coming from prison.
All right.
I don't know how to do comment close to 6 months in office. Are we do? See this point. Let's say the last caller take the word. I don't know the indices that tell anybody that hope in Nigeria. Dollar is now 130.
Emeka. If every one of us, thinks like this, how then can the government, do well? Because nothing the government will do that will satisfy us. Every move and every policy will get the reaction that is negative from the people, from the citizenry. And maybe that's what he's asking for, is asking for a positive outlook where people become positive and, welcome policies and wait the long term to see the results.
Canada, can you say points to one of this government assurance you have on this government that tomorrow, whether economy, whether whatever you want to call it, is okay? Can you point to things? Those things that will give you confidence tomorrow will be okay.
All right.
That is, can you point to just only two. And you can beat your chest to say, by tomorrow, we hope tomorrow.
But I've always said it's not about me. I work for a media firm, so I can't tell you my thoughts. But basically, it's about
no. I know. I understand.
All right. Then.
I'm just asking because when government, you can't tell me that they are doing well, and you net dollar at the rate of 900 naira or 800 naira about today. Dollar is 1,004, and you are still telling me that tomorrow will be good.
All right,
I can't wrap that out of my head.
All right, Emeka, I've got to let you go. I've got to let you go. I've got to let you go at this point now. But thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Origi. I'm really sorry for keeping you that long. So many calls at a time. So many calls. But let's take a look at the WhatsApp portal. Remember, we're live on Facebook. We had one or two issues with the live stream, but we're back. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigerian to PH is the handle. You could also do X, Nigerian for PH as well. But you can call the studios, use the studio lines 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. For WhatsApp 0809 0306 416. This one says, good evening, Kalada. The call by the president is in the right direction and expected of every leader in a democracy. It is most unfortunate that many Nigerians will only want a Nigeria to succeed under their preferred candidate and president and will do all they can to frustrate the president they do not like or vote for. We should all learn to put the country first ahead of our party or political choices, as every new government or politician will come and go, but the country will remain influenced from Port Harcourt. And I may agree with you on that one. Every political party or candidate will come and go, but the country will remain. And you and I will come and go, but our descendants will continue to multiply, and the country will be theirs. And so we need to make sure that we leave, we bequeath a good country for our descendants. Kashmir is calling from Owerri. Kashmir, welcome. What's on your mind, please?
Okay, thank you, Canada.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah. Okay. I want to contribute to the discussion on the president's speech.
Okay.
The president made a very good speech to the nation. However, when he was declared as the president of Nigeria by INEC, he promised us that he will hit the road running.
Okay.
And after he was sworn in as the president, he actually hit the road. But unfortunately, majority of Nigerians, including my very self, felt that he was running in the opposite direction. He rather ran in such a way that he has taken Nigeria from the present century to 2 centuries ago. Now, he's calling on Nigerians to rally around him. He's really calling us to rally around him and drag this country back to centuries back. Because as at now, he has not shown any evidence that he made a mistake from the first day he was sworn in, and he is now ready to face the job for which he was elected, which is to move Nigeria forward and not move Nigeria backward. If he's now calling on Nigerians to rally around him to move Nigeria, in what direction does he want us to move Nigeria with him to? Because right now he's moving us backward, because majority of Nigerians are suffering. And we are suffering under a very insensitive government, both at the National Assembly, both at the executive, and even at the judiciary.
Kashmir, can I come
in now? They have no empathy for ordinary Nigerians. Therefore, if they really want us to move with them, they will show us that they feel our pain, and therefore make policies that will ameliorate our suffering.
All right, then.
And then we will join them and move in the right direction.
All right,
that is my contribution.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kashmir. I've got Ifeanyi from Omagwa. Ifeanyi, welcome. What is on your mind, please? Tell me.
What's on my mind? I want to ask, what if yesterday the case was different, like he lost? Would he still call Nigerians to come together to make things work?
I wouldn't know. I'm not in his mind. I'm not there, so I wouldn't know.
Then you should, this is their style of pattern. When anytime they will ask other people to join hands. Yes, I think he has said this already when INEC declared him the winner.
Yeah.
So he should start working.
All right then. All right, thank you very much, Ifeanyi.
Thank you.
I've got Daniel from I missed that one. Daniel, I'm really sorry. I do not know how to handle too many calls coming in at the same time. But let's see. Messages on WhatsApp. This one says, he said, put a stop to what? A stop to hunger, a stop to increase in pump price, a stop to mass suffering of Nigerians. The call has no bearing. Confidence in Lebadim from Ozuzueche. Okay. This one says, good afternoon, Katie. Let Atiku show a good sportsmanship by congratulating the president. He shouldn't make his political journey a quadrennial quagmire, as this should be his final lap As for the I think this is MS Jaja, Terminal Premier MS Jaja. I think this was for the big stories, but I'm way past that now. Let's take this other one. Call it a good day. Talk is cheap. Country first, but how many sacrifices has Aso Rock and all the assembly members made on cutting down on the cost of governance, national and state? How many jobs have been created since inauguration? Bloated and political appointment instead of technocrats, etc. Goodness with that one. But I've got Braid. Braid is calling from Agri Road. Braid, greetings to you. Welcome on the show. What is on your mind?
Greetings to you, Mr. Batubo.
I greet you right back. Welcome.
Yes, the speech of Mr. President after the Supreme Court declaration. Well, for me, it's a good one. You remember the speech he made the moment they declare him as the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria after INEC has declared him. And even they said Nigeria should have a renewed hope. And also we should tie our belts. And you agree with me, the National Assembly is not tying their belts. They rather lose their belts the more.
But Braid, they have said, see, it is so that they can serve you people. See, the service they want to give to you people is service that you people have never seen before. Service that has never been done by any other.
Service that we've never seen, that their own belts should be loose. Why the masses, the Nigerians, 200 million Nigerians belts should always be tight. And even the Aso Rock, all the people in the Aso Rock, their belts should be loose, where they are riding SUV of 100 and something billion. And they will carry cups of rice to knock people's door, and even if the people will even see that cup. And they are telling us that, yes, we are Nigerians, that there is a renewed hope. Well, the speech of Mr. President, well, for me, I would tell Atiku and Obi to forget about everything. That is the highest court in the land as rule. So let them see how they can have some synergy with the God president to work. If really the president will open his door for them to come in, let them also give the president advice in which Nigeria should be able to make.
All right.
Because the way Nigeria is going is thinking. We'll have $1 for 1,300 naira. I think Nigeria is in comatose. They should be able to sit with the.
All right, Braid, I've got to go now. I've got to go. Braid, I've got to go.
Refinery will be reduced.
All right.
And multi refineries can be built. Also, mechanics family.
All right, thank you very much, Braid. Mene from Opobo, welcome.
Thank you, Kalada. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Welcome, please.
Thank you.
Let's get to your.
Before I go to the issue, I must say that the Supreme Court decision, I do not agree with the reasoning.
Okay.
But I accept it.
Okay.
As a court of finality.
All right.
Yes. As for the president calling Nigerians to join him, to the country, I think that is the normal rhetoric, the usual one. But that does not reflect in his deeds and acts and policies of his government. For instance, the petroleum products, petrol that has brought Nigerians on their knees. Nigerians are unanimous that the only way out is for the revamping of our refineries and building of new ones. Instead, the president will go out and borrow money to be shared to people, whether it is free or not, and say that is the way to go. Nigerians will not follow him because that is not the way to go. Elementary economics tell us that why we have no production.
But Mene, can I come in now? Mene, please, can I just come in now? When you say let's stay with the petroleum sector, but the federal government, even before this administration said that the refineries will start working. I mean, a part of it, at least the old Port Harcourt refinery, will start working by December 2023. So are you not hasty with your judgment or, your criticism, looking at it from the oil sector?
Kalada, I can bet my life.
Don't bet your life. Don't bet your life, please. Don't do that.
I am telling you, it will not work.
Okay.
It will not work. Look, when they were coming in, you can see you can see their traits. Those who can go to the market and sew uniform for people to train as bishop, what can they not do?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mene. Thank you very much. Alvin from Diob. Alvin, greetings to you. Welcome on the show. What is on your mind?
Okay.
Yeah.
Greetings to you, Canada.
I greet you right back.
I want to speak the last caller that called. I agree with what he says. The president has never come to Nigerians to admit that he made very big mistake on the first thing that he did on his swearing. Just announced that first subsidy is gone, and since then he has been asking us to sacrifice. Today the House of Reps and the House of Senate House, the executive, they have become the oracle that is. They will receive our sacrifice.
Alvin, just a pointer. Do you know that the president did not directly remove subsidy? Can you hear me? Do you know that? It's noisy from your end. I'm sorry, I've got to let you go. But for those saying, he removed subsidy, according to what we were told at the time, as reported, the president did not remove. It was done by the Buhari's administration, and he only said, "See, there is no budgeting for subsidy," and that's what he was trying to say. And it was interpreted to mean that he removed subsidy. But let's read some more messages. The president's call is not new. We have seen or heard such many times in this country after court declares a president as the winner of a contested election. We have normalized the abnormal. A country does not develop on falsehood and deceit. We can't continue cheating nature as a country thinking we are smart. The only proof of a good government is resolved by way of good economy and not the grammar of innuendos and shenanigans. Let him prove it by performing Nigeria. I've experienced. You said let him prove it by performing Nigeria. I've experienced huge setbacks since 2015 when APC took over. Bernard Protarchard. But you see, Bernard, how can the president perform alone? We would need as many people: the state governors, the legislative arm of government, state or national, you, me, everybody would have to play his or her part in making Nigeria work. Or don't you agree? So are you saying you're not going to hear the call to push the country forward? I mean, this is a clarion call. It's a call for difference. I mean, that's what we do here on the show every day, right? But I guess it's asking us to do more. What do I know? This one says, good afternoon, Kalada. I believe strongly in Nigeria, but cannot be a party to a cruel, insensitive and cruelest government. A government that hijacked, those allegations. I'm sorry, I cannot say that. And then you say a government that has no respect for the media. For me, democracy and the rule of law is dead and buried following the Supreme Court pronouncement. The earlier Nigerians understand that and buckle up, the better for them. Look at... But let me agree with you. You did not drop your name. But let me agree with you that Nigeria's democracy is dead and buried. Is it not good that we are calling and we are having this conversation so that we can resuscitate, we can resurrect Nigeria, and so Nigeria can work for you and I? See, I don't care whatever political party it is. I've said this before, right? But I do think that you and I, we deserve the basics. We deserve the basics. We deserve steady power supply. We deserve good roads. We deserve good educational system. We deserve proper health structures. We deserve these things. And these things can only come from good governance. And good governance, it's not by saying let him perform. It's by being a party, a participant in the governance. After all, I would always say that the democracy that we have is a government by the people, of the people, with the people, around the people. Now, the elections may not have gone the way you wanted it, so you can argue it's not by the people, and emphasis on you can argue. But then again, what about of the people? What about the people, on the people, around the people, underneath the people, everything the people? So we need to be a part of it. But I have got a commercial break coming up. I've got to step on the brakes. So more of these open season.
The show continues after this break.